What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Clay's Coins. I believe competence creates confidence, so I'm here to bring you guys some information, education, and better understanding of cryptocurrency and the stock market. This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. It's not an indication to buy, hold, or sell any cryptocurrency, stock, NFT, or investment opportunity talked about in this video or on this channel. Go ahead and hit that like button because that's a lot to rattle off real quick. Today we're talking about the current state of the market, guys. The crypto market specifically, but, I mean, the stock market always ties into it now. It's so funny that I used to think that, everyone used to say that Bitcoin was a hedge against inflation, and, it used to move inversely to the S&P 500. Now it's incredibly correlated, and whenever the market reacts, the NASDAQ, the S&P 500, so does Bitcoin, and thus, so does the rest of the crypto market. However, today we do have a couple smaller tokens. Well, one specifically, the third biggest dog on the porch. Let me know in the comment section down below if you know who I'm talking about real quick. The third biggest dog on the porch, that ecosystem is having a hard time right now, and it's not necessarily because of anything that happened with it, it's because of something that happened with an exchange, and not necessarily just that exchange, but specific things that exchange can no longer do. Let's get into the video, guys. Go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe button if you haven't already, and go ahead and hit the bell notification so you go ahead and get a notification whenever I post a video, an update, anything like that. Comment down below when you're all done. Let me know which cryptocurrency you guys are most excited about trading this February. Alright, guys, over here on CoinMarketCap, looking at the overall state of the top 10 cryptocurrencies, and the market's looking pretty good today. CPI numbers came out. The market reacted very, very well. I heard someone say earlier, I can't remember if it was Keenan or Larry, that the crypto market reacts much quicker than the stock market. And I do agree. That creates a lot more volatility because they don't oftentimes get it necessarily as right as the stock market, but it does react a lot quicker. So as you can see, Bitcoin at the time of this recording currently sitting at about 22,200, up about 2.5% on the day. Ethereum is fighting for that 1560 mark. It is up 4.34% on the day, and a cryptocurrency we're going to be talking about a lot in this video really needed this pop today because BNB, one cryptocurrency that I never talk about that much just because it's such a consistent banger. It doesn't ever really fluctuate majorly to the upside. It doesn't, provide these crazy gains. It's 46 billion for the market cap, which is much higher than anyone else. I mean, outside of Tether and USD coin that are both stable coins, the next is XRP at 19.2 billion. BNB is over double that, and it's still not even halfway to Ethereum. So it's in a weird spot where it's not necessarily as big as Bitcoin and Ethereum, but it's so large. BNB has its own ecosystem, multiple chains because it has Binance Smart Chain as well. They have, CZ literally owns the site. Binance owns the site that I am currently using, which is coinmarketcap.com, which is arguably, besides CoinGecko, the most popular, at least in the Western world, the most popular cryptocurrency data information website. Binance USD, which is a hyper successful stablecoin, which we'll be talking about later on. They just have a tremendous amount going for them. Until now, potentially. So, recently, if you guys are aware, Kraken got into some trouble with the SEC. Cryptocurrency exchange Kraken settles with SEC for $30 million will close U.S. staking operation. $30 million might not sound like a lot. That's almost the entire market cap of MDT, Measurable Data Token, which is doing numbers right now. Go check out the last video I just published. I just talked about what you guys need to know when it comes to Measurable Data Token. But Kraken was forced by the SEC to pay $30 million in fines, and they cannot use crypto asset staking as a service program in the United States anymore. No longer can U.S. residents legally, they cannot stake assets on Kraken. So, obviously, that sent a huge shockwave, and it's like when you throw a rock into a pond. Obviously, when the rock is the SEC and the direct hit is Kraken. That's going to be the most impacted. However, that ripple effect is going to carry out across the entire pond. That's going to hit especially anything similar to it, which, as we now know, is Binance, because cryptocurrency exchange Paxos is now stopping the minting of Binance USD. Binance's stablecoin. What's one of the biggest things about stablecoin? The staking process. CZ stresses funds are SAFU. CZ says Binance will continue to support Binance USD for the foreseeable future, but the company anticipates that users will migrate to other stablecoins over time. They're already, without saying that Binance USD might not be around forever, and that they may have to if the US really starts shutting these stablecoins down and potentially coming out with their own, which has been rumored for a little while. I don't know if I necessarily buy into that yet, but I mean, look at the popularity of USDC coin and Tether. Those are very, very, very popular cryptocurrencies, and stablecoins specifically. The United States would be dumb not to do something like that. I mean, legacy investment standards have completely polluted the idea of innovation in our economic structure in America. It's a much larger problem than just like embracing new technology. We're so deep rooted in the banking system and everything like that. Wall Street in general is the antithesis of cryptocurrency. They do not want decentralization because then everything can't run through them. So I understand why we're not up there and quicker along, but it's gonna happen, you know what I mean? And it's kind of what like CZ is saying about Binance USD. It's gonna happen. But when you see that Paxos has stopped minting it, that's when it's a little concerning and a little worrying. Let me know in the comment section down below if you guys use Paxos or if your Binance USD has been affected in any way. And as you guys could see before over on the other chart, as you guys can see, BNB is down over 10% on the week. Obviously, the whole market took a correction. That's kind of, the state we're in right at this moment. Zoomed in with a microscope is a little bit of a correction down after the huge run-up we had. Bitcoin quite literally had its best January since 2013. That's insane when you think about how long ago. I mean, 2013 was obviously 10 years ago, but in the crypto world, 10 years is like an eternity. That's when people were paying for Papa John's pizzas with Bitcoin. That's a real story. If you haven't heard that, look it up. But BNB being down 10%. On the 30-day mark, it is down over 1%, while Bitcoin is up over 6%. That is worrying because BNB has always been, you see Bitcoin up 2.5%, you see Ethereum up 4.3%, then you'd see BNB up 8%. It wouldn't be extreme, it wouldn't be 20%, but BNB has always done really well, and it's looking like the legality, the regulations, the SEC might really start hammering it down. And I mean, looking at the 1 month chart, guys, it doesn't look that great. We're hitting 1 month lows, bouncing down mid-afternoon yesterday to around the 284 mark, under 285. The last time we saw the 285 support line tested was this quick little drop off right here on the 13th of January before we bounce back to well over 300. Hopefully we can see something similar, especially with the market positively reacting to what's going on with the inflation numbers. Now, this speaks a lot to what I say about sympathy plays and, the proxy effect of things happening. Now, look, 6 hours ago, Coinbase is ready to fight the SEC over crypto staking service because I don't know if you guys use Coinbase, but Coinbase has a tremendous amount of cryptocurrencies and always have outside of even stablecoins. But, like Algorand, I'm pretty sure Atom is over there, possibly Solana, but you can stake these cryptocurrencies. I know I'm just completely, it's slipping my mind. I know there's like probably 6 or 7 different real cryptos, not stable coins, that you can purchase, and if you have them in your wallet, you can stake them for a whatever percentage yield. That's something that Coinbase has offered for a long time and has done really well with because that's locking in users' funds that helps them have more funds to play with. Brian Armstrong said the exchange will happily defend its Coinbase Earn staking service in court days after the competitor Kraken paid $30 million fine and ended its program. They're saying they're not going to end the program. They're going to fight the SEC. let's see if they put their money where their mouth is and actually take this all the way. Because someone, i.e. Cathie Wood, the 21st century Warren Buffett, as I'm calling her, has recently considered Coinbase the new NASDAQ. That's a bold claim. I don't know about that. We'll see. I just realized that this article has 51 dislikes, but it's from the Motley Fool, so, I mean, does it get any better than this? All I wanted to show you guys is the fact that Cathie Wood thinks Bitcoin is going to $1.48 million per coin by 2030. She said that she believed Ethereum was going to, I believe it was 150,000 to 160,000 per ETH by 2030, and that she thinks the overall market cap of Bitcoin would be like, what, $35 billion or $35 trillion for it to achieve that much? It's insane the amount that she's expecting it to go up. However, I believe ARK Investments just had like its most profitable month in a long time during January, so she's starting to really hit on a lot of these claims. Do I think it's going to 1.4 million in 7 years? Probably not, but I mean, just hitting that million, just hitting 600,000 would be crazy, and imagine what that would do to the rest of the crypto market in general. Remember guys, just right now at any given time, Bitcoin is like 40% of the overall crypto market. Between Bitcoin and Ethereum, it's well over 50%, closing in on 60% at any given time of the entire crypto market combined is just Bitcoin and Ethereum. So if those are running up, imagine what the other plays are going to do. Looking over at the Bitcoin daily chart, guys, I mean, we're sitting in a really good place. We're sitting in a better place than we've been in a long time. We are actually forming right here a nice psychological support line. And hopefully we can hold on to that, you know. We're sitting in the best place we've been at since September of 2022, and that was only after this crazy big pop just to let us run off again. Do I think the bear market is over? Kind of. I think we're migrating, and what I've heard, Josh, who works with Larry Jones sometimes on his channel, Stocks with Josh, I think is his name, he said we're in an accumulation period, and I could not agree more. For cryptocurrency, I think we're in a sideways, possibly trending upwards accumulation period for almost the entirety of 2023, and that is going to look great in our portfolios by 2024, 2025, and 2026. So, looking at Bitcoin right now, this is one thing I wanted to show you guys, because today, so we'll drop down to the 1 hour candles, we had a little bit of a dip and a drop, and then a big pump up. This huge pump up today has been a close to 3.5% pop in about, 1 day. In this few hours right here. This is from the Fed speaking. This is from the CPI numbers. I want to show you this little clip because this is a crazy, crazy fact from Larry Jones about the Fed rates and what we've been dealing with. Because if you guys weren't aware, it seems like everything's going miraculously right now. It seems like everything's changing for the better, and it's because we haven't had a month this positive in a long time. The rate hikes have been insane, and yes, obviously there's been worse economic periods of time in our history. Even some would argue the 2008 crisis was worse than this. And then obviously we literally had a Great Depression that was terrible almost 100 years ago. So we're not as bad off as we could be. However, we were pretty bad. Look at this right here. This is a little screen recorded clip I took when I was watching Stock Up with Larry Jones. If you don't watch him, go follow him, subscribe to him real quick. He was talking about the Fed rate hikes. This is insanity. I'm going to play it off my phone. Hopefully you guys can hear it and see it.
Let's look at all of the rate hikes. Look at that. We had 25, 50, 75, 75, 75, 75, 50, 25. All of the rate hikes we have had. And we have never had 275 basis points rate hikes in a row. We've never had that. And we've just come off of 4 in 2022.
4 of them. We've never had 2 back-to-back ever. We just came off 4 in 2022. That's insane, guys. So if it seems like things are going really well right now, it's because in comparison to what we've been through in the last year and a half, they friggin' are. Things are going really well right now. But just remember, When in doubt, zoom out. Don't look at everything through a microscope. Look at it through a telescope as well to get the big picture. And then you can start to understand what we're doing in the intraday and then what we're looking at for a projection. So you're never surprised, because when you have that competence and you understand, it'll create that confidence and that trust that the decisions you're making in your trading and your investments are going to pay off in the long run. Thank you guys. Put a flexing emoji in the comment section down below, as you guys know by now. Either way, guys, stay happy, stay healthy, stay hydrated, stay humble, and stay hungry.